and he's got an audience that's fantastic.
Absolutely, yeah.
I agree.
I love that music.
That's awesome.
This finna get funky in here because I'm finna use a bunch of adjectives.
What up, world? Welcome to the Fives of the Week podcast, episode 123. It's your boy, Philly.
Grandmaster B.
Hollywood Apple Snatch.
And Jenny from the block.
Hey, welcome back, Jenny. Hey, little golf clap.
Hi, guys. Thanks for having me back.
Well, welcome back. This is what, round 3, right? I think the third time you've been on.
I don't know. I think so.
Is this officially her threesome?
Bazinga.
You don't say.
You don't say.
All right.
So what's good? What's new?
Same old. Life is good. Everything's good.
Good to hear. Well, I appreciate you jumping back on. Hollywood, how was your week, man?
Not bad, man. Not bad. Got the weekend off. Can you believe that?
Looking good over there, man. No Diddy, man.
Yeah.
You're looking good. No
Thanks,
Diddy.
son. I appreciate it.
I'm a little hired.
No gum tonight, so I'm
Looks
feeling good.
Yeah. Looks good.
Hard. GMB, how's your week, man?
Good, man. Everything's good, man. Sitting next to these two, listening to a little conversation going on earlier today. And
Yeah.
you guys are inspiring me to want to go.
See you grew
not
some
eat
hair
any
over the
cake.
weekend?
Don't eat no junk. Both of these two lost a lot of weight, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, looking good down
Looks
now.
good, yeah.
Thank you.
Looks good. And her pink glasses, we complimented her on
Yes, look at
those.
the pink glasses.
And Hollywood, you were right. Not too many people can pull
No,
them off.
absolutely not.
There's only certain people that can do that. And Jenny, you're one of them.
I'm not just a freak in the sheets.
Ooh.
And that goes for this, too. That just goes, even like for women with tattoos. Not all women can have tattoos. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
They
no,
just
that's
can't.
facts.
Yeah, like face tattoos on women.
Yeah, they went, I'm going to go do my arm. Oh, honey, you won't look good with that. Please, just don't do that.
Now, Jen, do you like tattoos on men?
I do. I'm a fan.
Does hubby have tattoos?
Yes.
Nice.
I actually bought him his very first tattoo.
No way.
We were best
Nice.
friends at the time, and he wanted one, and I was like, let me take you. So,
That's dope. Are you done, do you think, or are you going to get
no,
more?
I just completed this sleeve, and now I want to do my other arm, and that one will probably just be black and white since this one's full of color.
Oh, yeah, nice, sure. Nice. I like that.
Which tattoo do you think hurt the worst? You don't have to get too graphic if you don't want to.
I mean, I don't have like my bits or nothing done.
What the fuck is going on here?
No, but the inner part of the arm, I had to use numbing cream, and my husband told me how he felt about that. He said, "If you're getting a tattoo, you're just going to go do it." Man, I put that numbing cream on, saran wrapped it, showed up, and my artist was like, "What do you got going on there?" Yeah, that's some numbing cream because that's going to hurt, and it still hurt.
I honestly was thinking about it because the older you get, it's part of the tattoo process, right? The pain, but because I wanted to finish my sleeve too on my left arm, but everyone says that inner arm is the worst. So I don't know if I really want to do it or not. Or if I do it, use the numbing cream. Is
Yeah.
it soft if I do?
No, I don't think so at all. My biggest concern, and I asked my artist, is if it was going to change the texture of my skin and would be harder to tattoo for him. I was worried about him, with the cream. He said it wasn't a problem. Go ahead and do it, which is why I did it. But he also told me he would not do my elbow because I was willing to just do it. And he's like, nope, not doing it.
Nice.
I think it becomes like, after a while, numb. You know what I mean? Like on my elbow when I got the spider work. Mm-hmm. He went to that, started banging on that tip of that elbow, and it was like, oh my God, since that nerve all the way up to your jaw. Mm-hmm. But then after a while, it just goes numb because it's over and over and goes over.
Now, GMB, did you ever finish those 2 W's on your butt cheeks or no?
Let me tell you something, pendejo.
Well, yes, I did.
Wow. Oh, man, I'm pissed today, man. I was in a bad mood, but I'm glad you guys are here. My gazebo flipped over in the storm today, dog.
Oh,
And we were talking about that the other day. Remember
I know.
that?
I was like, I should have anchored it, but I was waiting. I wanted to glaze the patio, seal it, and so I was holding off. And then I know you mentioned the storm, but I just didn't cross my mind today, so I didn't anchor it down. That fucker was halfway in the neighbor's yard.
Remember I was telling you about my tent?
Huh?
I told you about my, my picnic table where it ended in a dagger in his front yard.
Yeah.
To the neighbors, yeah. Shit's real, man.
Too bad we weren't all here. We all could have held a side down and just, stood out in the storm so it didn't blow away.
Right. That would have been dope. Would have been much appreciated, but,
So
I
is
guess
it
that was-
ruined? I mean,
it's done.
It's
yeah.
done?
It wasn't like a high-end one by any means, but it was gifted to me. And,
right.
me and my girl spent all Saturday afternoon putting it up, and then
my
lasted
God.
3 days.
Does she know?
man.
She's going
Yeah.
to be so bummed.
It's kind of
Don't
like a
worry about
weekend
it.
fling. 3 days it lasted and it was
So
over.
I would say that's probably a fucking shitty week. We can throw underneath that.
That is what it
We'll
is, man.
rebuild, right?
Yeah, rebuild, redesign, reclaim.
Yeah,
Damn you.
damn
One
you.
got tightened up by Oscar, so he got me back right. Feeling
There
you
right.
go.
Very nice cut.
I mean, I guess it's better than the house, right?
Absolutely.
So-
it could have been a lot worse.
Yeah,
you
it
know.
could have been a lot
There's worse. Bigger fish to fry, you don't say.
Yes.
So, Hollywood Apple Snatch, what's going on in the news?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Hollywood Bro Call.
I like it.
We got CJ Barrymore's coming out with a 3-story go-kart
I saw that.
coming in May.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
dude.
exciting.
You know, the days that May 3rd it's going to open up. The days of softball there and hanging in after in the bars and dude, Barrymore's was the shit.
Did you
It
say
was.
bars?
I said
Absolutely,
bars.
yeah.
The bar.
Bar.
And I love that place, and I still do. A lot of memories there, and you know, just now it's an amusement park. You know, they wouldn't re-ante up on the diamonds, and the diamonds are just high grass now. And but this 3-story is supposed to be amazing. It's going to be like $12 a ticket, and it's a 5 to 7 minute ride. And the go karts, they go at about 20 miles per hour.
They got a fast pass.
Like Cedar Point?
Yeah.
Nobody cares.
But they got like an up and a down, and it's supposed to be pretty badass.
I mean, can we talk about how expensive Cedar Point is? So now we just have to go to CJ Barrymore's. $12 bucks.
I mean, they're taking that shit over, though, man. It's nice over there.
Yeah.
I mean, I drove by there probably, 2 weeks ago, and I was like, what the hell is all this other shit? They got the zip liner there. Mm-hmm. I mean, they take you all up there. You're right up on Hall Road. Man.
Yeah.
You know
I
what I'm
did that
saying?
a couple years ago. It was sweet. And then they got the mini demon drop thing, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My
Who doesn't
stomach-
miss the demon drop? Come on. I mean, it scared you as a kid, and then as an adult, you were like, I did the demon drop.
Went once, and that was my last time.
Yeah. Do you like that shit, roller coaster
I
stuff?
love the chance to die. I just love it. I mean, I do it every day
The
while I'm
rush.
driving.
The rush.
No, I do. I love rides.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Hollywood, would you go back or no?
No.
No?
I
G&B?
don't like that pole, that heart pole, like that.
G-Force.
Fucks me up every time.
No, I'm
man.
cool with like the Raptor, you know, fucking, what's the other one?
Iron Dragon.
Yeah, the Gatekeeper, like when you first walk in, that
Yeah.
one's cool because your feet are hanging, you're
Yeah.
like going by
Yeah,
the
that's
water.
cool.
Corkscrew.
I like the
Yeah.
water log. You know,
Yeah, there you go.
Absolutely, yeah.
Me too.
Awesome.
shit.
What else you got, Stu?
Well, I got our lovely Red Wings. They started out good. They won last night, and you know they're going to be in the playoffs. And then they needed help, and that didn't come through. And then now they're out of the playoffs. So there was up and downs last night.
They made a hell of a comeback, though.
Oh, they did.
Did they play Montreal back-to-back games? Because I thought I was seeing something. I thought they beat Montreal in overtime. That 4-4 game, they won it,
Yeah, I think so.
and then they went to Montreal.
Yeah, it was a
They
home
tied
and home.
It was a home and home. Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I thought.
Yeah. So heartbreaking. I mean, it's been 8 years since they've been there. You know, we were blessed at one time for 24 years. You know, us Red Wings always being there. You know, so now they're going to make a decision what's going to happen with the coach. Been hearing a lot of stuff on the radio. You know, get rid of him. You know, he ain't no good. And Eisman, you're next. And he's building something here. It takes time. I give him one more year. You know, and that starts with Eisman too.
Showed progress, though. You know, that's what
Yes,
you
he
want to
did.
see. And yeah, it's been a while since they've been, you know, at the top of the food chain. But
And you
I
lost
think-
your captain too to an injury. 2 weeks, that hurt him.
Yeah, Kane's been nice.
Oh, yeah.
Been a nice addition.
Yes,
you know.
yes.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
But it's the 8th year in a row they haven't made the playoffs, right?
Yeah, 8.
Did you know the Pistons and Lions won the same amount of games this year?
Struggling.
Who are the Pistons?
Yeah,
That's what everybody's saying now.
Yeah, who
The
are
problem
they?
is the Pistons play 80 some total, so they only won 14.
Oh.
But I hear Gore's getting rid of the personnel and stuff, so he's going to bring new people in.
I read that as well. Yeah,
So we'll see what goes with that.
they need a whole facelift, man.
Oh, yeah,
Gore's a clown. Clown owner. He's not even there. He's just like.
Well, he
you
likes
said,
the white shirts and the drink
He always looks good at
and the sandals.
courtside. That's
Great
for sure.
hairspray.
Absolutely.
Great
Very,
fucking
very,
hairspray, man. No.
Very, very. Last but not least, have you guys heard about the 81-year-old Ohio man that shot the Uber driver, the lady,
No.
Miss Loretta Hall? Well, he was getting scammers called that that they were going to come to his house, this and that, and she pulls up and he comes out with a gun.
Oh, no.
He thought it was them, and he shot and killed this woman.
Way.
And it's been all over. It's sad. It's a very sad thing.
Wow.
And she was trying. I'm the Uber driver, and he was like, "No, they're calling me, and they were harassing him. We're coming to your house." And he thought that was a lady and took her out.
Wow.
So now it's all up in, going to be going to court and everything like that. It's just a sad thing. And they actually showed the guy coming out, and she's standing there like this, and you got the sign in the back of her car, and he just points the gun, and just boom.
That's horrible.
That is, because it doesn't even sound like she was like threatening or.
No. But somebody had called him
Yeah.
and was making threatening, we're going to get you, we're going to do this, and blah, blah, blah. And he was so feared.
That's probably Nigeria. I feel like everything,
God,
you know,
so
all these
sad.
scam calls are coming
So
from
sad.
overseas and yonder.
Yeah, I was listening to Rogan, and I forgot the guy's name, but he said that too. He's like, I get calls from there all the time. You know, and there's so much crime going on. Them calling over, hey, you know, if you can bail me out or do this little bit, you'll inherit a fortune or something
Oh,
like
God,
that.
come
All the
on.
crazy
That's-
shit.
That's
Please.
horrible.
Please.
Yeah.
That's what I got for mine. For my
Okay,
news.
very good. B, what do you got?
I really didn't have anything much in the news, to be honest with you. I was ill prepared.
You know,
Did
Way to
Jenny
keep
go
it
yet?
consistent. Yeah, I know. Way to keep it consistent.
Struggling.
I was looking up for some news, but are you guys hearing like a hissing? Is that coming from the computer? Because I keep hearing something.
Eric, what are you doing over there? Okay,
is it
oh,
that?
it's
'Cause
all right.
you can edit that out, hopefully, because the hissing's coming. The mics
We're
are
on
picking
video.
it
It's
up.
going to be on YouTube, so it is what it is.
All right, no problem. Can you come back to me, please?
All right, well, now I got to get my glasses on. You know,
Okay.
I'm getting older here. Pick up the slack here, Master
We need to
B.
get you some pink ones.
I know, right? That'd be cute, wouldn't it? Do you see this? Campus Martius serves as Detroit's gathering place where locals and visitors alike can come to take in the skyline views. People watch around the Woodward Fountain, grab a meal from the food truck, or go ice skating. It was ranked in the top 10 public space in the United States. So I thought that was pretty dope. I like going down there. How about this, Hollywood? Jonte Porter banned from NBA for gambling on games.
Junk.
Hear about that?
I seen a bit, and I tried to go to it, and it went to something else. Yeah, you're just done.
Like his own games? Like,
Yeah, so basically he played in a game, I think it was actually in March, and someone placed a $80,000 wager, paid out over $1 million.
Wow.
He took himself, for him to underperform in that game,
Right.
and he took himself out of that game
Yeah.
with minutes left.
See, that's
And
they were talking about that.
That's
Oh,
when you start
wow.
talking about integrity and shit with all this sports betting. This is the kind of shit that can happen. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's.
I mean, that's just pure
concerning.
stupidity.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I mean, you're literally fixing a game in your
Right.
favor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure he's getting a hefty pinch, you know. And he's been in the G League. He's probably not making a ton of money, but come on, you're a pro athlete. I'm sure you don't necessarily need that and put your entire career at risk.
I was just going to say, it's not going to make a ton of money anymore.
Yeah.
And the boss, I'm not sure the boss is going to like that.
No, the boss, he's going to have his pinch thrown.
Get 2 points.
You know, Chrissy down there
Yeah,
hanging out in
Chrissy
the hood
down there.
again.
Hey, and so I do have one thing, Philly.
Oh,
And it just came to me.
welcome to the show.
All right, guys. Thank you. So next week the draft's here, right?
Yes.
So there's a lot of people that are going to benefit from it, mostly the NFL. But there's a lot of people that are in the business district down in Detroit that are actually going to lose a ton of business because they closed off all the streets.
Yes.
And not everybody's going to benefit from how they had to do the perimeter around the
Right.
whole,
Yeah.
campus Martius. So I was listening to some stuff on the news before I came here, and the guy was like, this is great for Detroit, but he goes, they had these barricades right in front of his building, his restaurant. He's like, who's going to come down here unless they're being dropped off at a parking lot or parking, and then they got to walk there. They want to go to the action, so they got everything partitioned off.
Wow.
So for some of those people that were looking for that big payday, they didn't have it sounded like they didn't know where they were going to put everything. They didn't get here's the blueprint of what it's going to look like, so prepare yourself for good or bad.
Yeah.
It just happened, and they just came in with a crew of people and just started boom, 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 putting everything up.
Wow.
Kind of crazy.
I think overall, though, I think this event will be great for the city of Detroit because WrestleMania, my last piece was in Philadelphia, 3 nights, over 150,000 people were there in just 3 events.
Yes.
The the business of Philadelphia, they want them to come back. You know, so when you have these big events, Super Bowls, WrestleManias, you know, whatever it may be, it's great for cities because everybody prospers around there. I'm sure they might hurt for a couple days, but they'll bounce back.
I mean, you're not going to get walkers that are going to go, you know what I mean, stop in and eat or shop or
Yeah.
I mean, if I put on a hot deal, run some good stuff, you know, people will stop in.
Yeah,
advertise.
get a sign made, some
Correct.
street signs,
Yeah.
and welcome them all in. Why not?
It's kind of like when we used to
Sell
hang at
bags of fruit
Madison's.
at the red light.
Yeah.
Remember that when we was at Madison, then $5 pizzas coming out of what you call it?
Right.
You come out there drunk, they then $5 pizzas.
I mean, put a hot dog cart out there.
Saying that. Yo, man.
Grandmaster B wants that 2-foot glizzy, dog.
Man, you don't got any more than foot long.
I like them very long and very large.
Oh, man. The pickle
man.
moment just happened.
Oh my gosh.
All right, so with that being said, we're going to take our first pause, and we'll be back with the fives of the
All
week.
right.
I got on your favorite cologne.
What kind is that?
Hard on. Didn't know you could smell it, did you?
And now, our feature presentation.
Oh boy.
What the hell's that? Poor guy.
Man down.
All right, well, that didn't work out so well. Welcome to the Fives of the Week podcast, episode 123. As always, brought to you by 24th Street Pizza and the St. Clair Shores Green Hornets.
Yes.
Never mind what happened right there. We're going to keep it moving, you know?
Right.
Anyway, so today we're doing relationship factors. So we broke it up into 5 segments or 5 portions, and we're just going to rap about it, you know, see what everybody's opinions are. Hollywood, you are live on Facebook.
Yes, we got it live right now.
Damn you.
Absolutely, yeah.
Damn you. So the first one would be the main factor in your relationship with your significant other. So, Jenny, being the guest of honor, if you'd like, go ahead and take the lead here.
So, my main factor for my marriage is happiness. Because with that comes the love, the laughter, all of that. But I guess the biggest takeaway is, what does your partner need to be happy in the relationship? Not just yourself, because listen, we're always thinking about ourselves. But at the end of the day, what does my husband need and require of me to be happy? So happiness is, I think, my biggest factor in my marriage.
That's a great one.
Wow, you don't
like
say.
it.
So, fun fact, I was reading, they said that it's like a report that they did that couples that have similar drinking behaviors offer a better quality of marriage, and they're married longer.
That's awesome.
Wow, both getting fucked up.
Yeah, fucked up together. We stay together.
I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, hey, whatever works for you.
Yeah, I found that to be odd though, because you know most people, you get drunk and then you fight, right?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
stupid
But-
bitch.
You know, useless arguments can lead to bad things like
I got my ass eaten out by a father and a mother in Des Moines, Iowa.
Des Moines, Iowa.
Des Moines again.
Des Moines, Iowa again.
something
That
about Des
ass like-
Moines.
Sounds like my neighbors. All right, Hollywood, over to you, man. What do you think?
So the biggest factor of a relationship with your significant other. Well, you know what? When I narrowed it down, I would say for me is staying committed together. Me and her. Like when you say thick and thin, ups and downs, sideways and byways, you don't see that enough today.
Bonnie and
there's
Clyde.
Bonnie and Clyde. You said it. Ride or die, man. You know what I
Ride or
mean?
die, yeah.
And I believe that's how it should be, and we have to bring that back. It's too easy, to just give up.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't want to hurt you by if I have to go with 2 or 3 other different women. You understand?
You understand? You understand now.
You're not deserving of that. You know what I mean? How can I tell you that I love you if I go and do that to you?
Right.
You know what I mean? So I want to be committed to you deep down, and you be my all, be my everything. You know what I'm saying? This is it. This is the finale. You know what I mean? And that's, maybe I'll find that down the road. I don't know. But that would be my commitment to it. You know what I mean? Kind of like a Barry White thing.
That's awesome.
Barry White.
Barry White.
Right
You
there,
understand?
Yeah, you understand.
Yeah, so commitment. Commitment's mine.
I like
I
it.
dig it. Over to you, Grandmaster B.
So for my first one, is communication. I think without it, you got nothing, man. I mean, there's husbands and wives, boyfriends, girlfriends, and they don't communicate very well. There's destined for failure somewhere. It could be financially, it could be your feelings. You got to communicate, man. If you don't do that, I think that's train wreck waiting to happen.
Yeah, I think you stole mine, and I think you took Ashley's off the page today. Damn you.
Damn you. Damn you.
But yeah, I think that's the best thing. Like, no matter what phase of the relationship you're in, just be upfront about it. Let them know the deal. Hey, just getting back out here, not looking for nothing serious. And sometimes, when you just go with the flow, that's when the best things happen.
Yes.
The unexpected things. Sometimes people can press a little too hard, or overextend themselves and maybe try to be something they're not, or it's a slew of things. But I think it boils down to communication, your wants, your needs. Hey, this is kind of getting under my skin, whatever it may be.
Right.
Hey, I want to do more things. I want to travel, or I want you to tickle my balls a little bit more. Whatever it may be.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Whatever it may be, I think communication is a good one. So I agree with that.
A therapist told me once that a trick, like a good trick to marriage or relationship, is learning how to fight well together.
Oh, that's good.
And that's accurate.
Yeah.
Discipline. So I have some friends that they fight horribly together.
Like just get raw, throw stuff, beat each other
and
down.
say the meanest things. You can't take that back. Once it comes out, you can't take that back. So learning to fight well together is definitely an art.
That's facts.
Is that going to be on TV?
I think when you do that, sometimes you lash out of love, or you didn't mean to say that, but you knew it would hurt them. You know what I mean? You get to that point. You know what I mean? And it goes both ways.
Sure.
And you look back and you go, "Well, I was just pissed off when I said that to you. I didn't mean it, but I already said it." You know what I mean? So, and then you're still together. You're shopping together. I mean, I did that shit, but anyways, it's that staying together. It's we see what the world we're living in.
Yep.
And to see good people together, like even seeing the old, it puts a tear in my eye, holding hands, and I'm going, man, there's still hope. You know what I mean? That they still love each other and they're holding hands at an age of 80 years old. Why can't the young do that? Why can't younger people do that?
Trade in, trade up.
Are they too cool?
You don't
for
have
that?
to. They're trading in and trading up.
Yeah, like I'm too cool to do that. Like I used to kiss my mother when I was in school. Hey, shoot. I let all the girls see.
Shoot. My man says shoot.
You're like, I ain't kissing you. Get over here. You better kiss daddy. Shit.
Thank you for that.
We have the mentality at our age that it's cheaper to keep her. So I feel like that's what we do.
Yeah.
It's different times, yeah.
It
You
is.
got all kinds of different scenarios, situationships. And,
Can't win with them.
to each their own, but, I mean, I think, those old school love stories are still dope. I think it's still a cool
Oh,
thing.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Beneath the shadow of a doubt.
Without.
All right, so the next one, number 2, would be it was a relationship with your children or nieces and nephews, correct?
It was parents.
Parents.
Oh, parents. Okay.
Yes.
Yep. Your main factor in your relationship with your parents. So, Jenny, over to you.
I mean, this might be a little controversial, but I have one word, and it's boundaries.
Oh, very nice.
There it is now.
I just feel like parents get to that point where obviously they raised you, they taught you, and they just feel like they need to keep teaching you. However, I'm an adult now, been living life for a minute, I'm doing just fine. I like constructive criticism. However, there's a time to stop teaching and know your boundaries. So
I think my daughters would love to hear that.
They would agree?
Yeah.
More than once.
Did you hear what that Jennifer girl said on 123?
yeah, boundaries.
He still tells me how to fold my socks.
Yeah, you're not doing it the right way,
Gosh.
Phil. You're not doing the towel the right way, Phil.
It's so freaking weird to hear her say that because that just really resonated with me as a parent, right? Because you got to kind of know when you got to just step
Right.
back and say, okay,
Yeah.
she's 27, she's almost 30,
Right.
but you're still, it's like, man, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Very relatable though.
Yeah.
I like your
Very
frames,
good.
by the way. Look
Thanks.
great.
Loves the frames. Great frames.
Great frame, very good, very large.
Who are you?
Good one, Jenny. Hollywood, over to you.
Right, nice. Oh, anyways, Facebook, we're live here, so give us your opinions too about your relationship with your parents. So as we're doing this as well.
Oh, yeah, Daddy.
I would say treating all your kids basically the same. You know, when you might lean a little more to one than the other, but like I love them all the same. I wouldn't love, you know what I mean, like one more than the other. You know what I mean?
There's always a favorite. I don't care what anybody says. There is always a favorite.
You think
Absolutely,
And listen, it could change throughout the years. You know what I mean? As one kid gets older, you're like, oh, well, don't like them anymore. Now you go to the younger one. But there's always a favorite child.
But sooner or later,
Oh, I'm sorry about
you
that.
can no longer be breastfed anymore. You understand?
Sooner or later, you got to jump off that titty.
You got to jump off that titty.
Listen,
You understand?
get off the tee.
Yeah.
I agree, but I feel like everybody I've ever met, even my friends that have kids, I can tell who the favorite is. Maybe it's because I don't have kids, so I can see that. I don't know.
I mean,
I'd like to think that'd be me, Mama. You know?
Shout out to your mom. Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Pop.
Love you, Ma.
So that boy's going to be a golden child. Nuts that boy's gone on. That's what I would say. That would be mine. I mean, like, I don't like to, you know, if your boy ain't shit or your girl ain't shit, ain't doing shit for you, I can kind of see, you know, if something goes south, okay, how am I going to treat you? I can't treat you the same as this one, right? You're
But
there
their needs
for me.
are different. So
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So treating them the same sometimes isn't helpful, I guess, if their needs are different. I mean, but
Right. I mean, we
No,
all
that's
should be on
true.
the same, some kind of the same page, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Absolutely.
I didn't ask to have you.
Absolutely,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Someone was digging in them grits. I wouldn't have, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
You had me, you were doing something, so whatever.
he said
but
digging in some grits.
digging in grits.
I mean, it's important not to show bias either, if you
Yeah.
can too. Like, you know, don't
It
do
can be
that.
hurtful, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, like me, I you know, black sheep, I really don't give a shit. But
Oh, I'm not hurt. I was the favorite.
whoa,
I'm not hurt.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Damn
Damn. Yeah, I mean, we have a joke in our family. It's called the flavor of the week. You know, so between me and all my brothers, you know, it kind of gets passed around a little bit. But you know how it goes,
I
man.
know, yeah.
You know exactly
And you
what
know,
I'm
when you
talking
look at it like that too, and you look at something like that, I wouldn't trade my brothers in for the world. You know what I mean? I
for
love my
sure.
brothers from. I don't love one any more than I love the other one. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I may be pissed at you or this one, yeah. But
Yeah.
I you know, you're my brothers, man. I mean, it's like Richie and Bobby and all them. You know what I mean? Like the four brothers.
Yeah.
It's
my brother.
yeah.
It's like no
Anyone
push.
seen Puss? Anybody seen Puss?
Push.
Yeah.
Oh man, I saw Chrisieta Bing.
At the ding.
I think Puss is the one I haven't met yet.
You know, Puss was a rat. Puss was white.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
Puss was white.
All right, B, what do you think, man?
I put respect. Biggest factor in a relationship with significant. Wait.
Stay with us here.
News clips yet? Yeah.
The Buffalo Bills.
The biggest factor in
He's
your
still not
relationship with your parents.
We're an hour in. He's still not here.
Put some respect on my name. I put respect. That's what I put down, man. I don't think like if you got to be able to respect your parents, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even
Yeah.
if you have an opinion. Currently going through this with my youngest daughter, who I love, but she's stubborn like me.
Mm-hmm.
And when you got two of a kind, it really creates a storm that will take a gazebo flying.
But you'd have to come to some, don't you think you'd have to come to some kind of medium?
Yes.
I mean, it's like, as now I see my relationship, like with my father now. You know, my father retired. And it's different. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And it's
the dynamic is different.
Totally different. Mm-hmm. And I'm not used to that.
Right.
I'm just not used to that. But I see where I need to be now. I see what I need to do now. Because I'm not going to have this guy forever. There's going to be a time where I may look over at the casino and go, man, that was that hot spot he was playing. And he's not going to be there anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's going to be that road where I'm going to have to travel. You know, and other people have been there, friends of mine.
Yeah.
You know, and I had this conversation today with a young gal, and I says, I bring up, and, you know, I said, I want to hear, you know, we're on the podcast, I want to hear. And she said what she was saying about one of these, and then I says, you know, this goes for even, you know, your parents who have passed. And she's just like, can you give me a minute? She said, not you, it just my daddy, my papa.
Aww.
And I was like, I'm so sorry, honey. And she said, this is what I had. And that's what, you know what I mean? You feel like this different. I like that stuff, man. You know what I mean? Because it's not forever. Nothing's forever.
No, 100%.
I just had a crazy thought. I think Eric's up in your bed doing snow angels.
I mean, that's what I thought I heard going on, but
Are you wondering if he's hard?
He's up there. Where's he? Where'd he go?
That's all right. Shout out to Eric, man.
Easy.
The boy's mind is gone. The boy's mind is gone.
Like my mind's going too far. Where's he at?
That boy ain't from no goddamn Alabama. That boy ain't no Alabama.
Pickle-itis is running wild.
Round two.
All right, B, so what do you got over there, man?
That's awesome.
That's what I said. What my answer was. Right? That was number 2.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Respect. Yeah,
I had trust and support. You know, I think that's important in both ways, in both regards. My dogs agree.
They agree too, yeah.
They're going wild.
Absolutely.
They want to nip on Eric's ass over there.
Were they playing with your bone?
But yeah, you know, I think trust is important because, like you said, not going over those boundaries, having guidelines, respecting relationships. You know what I mean? Letting your kids fail, but also having respect for them too, and, you know, supporting them through, you know, their elder years. It's like the circle of life, right? It's all turning over. So having each other's back and being able to go to them with information, or, you know, listening to each other and all those types of things, I think super important. And my mom's been my rock, so she's been so good at that throughout my life.
Amazing woman.
I love that, so I try to, you know,
she's
emulate
ride or
that
die.
back.
That is a ride or die
there ain't
mom.
no doubt about that.
100%.
Yeah. About that.
Yeah, she's awesome.
And Zubayd, Susie says, hello, guys.
Hello, Zubayd.
Say
Hello.
hello, Susie.
This is Heather. Shout out to you, Sue.
Shout out
Why
to
you
you.
gotta act like such an asshole?
Has he been drinking?
And
No,
shit.
the motherfucker's high off life, man.
But I'm just excited to be with my gang. You know what I'm saying?
It's the hair. It's the hair.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it is,
Hey,
man.
turn my headset down a little bit, man.
no
Over there
problem.
pushing buttons and shit.
Dog. Fucking this thing's starting to smoke.
All right, Jenny, number 3. So, relationships factors with our kids or nieces and nephews.
So I don't have kids, so it's going to be my nephews. And I put support, stability. I want to be their escape from home. I don't want them to ever think that I'm trying to discipline or set forth, you know,
Right.
You lack discipline.
their morals. And I'm not their moral compass. I'm, you know, fun Aunt Jen.
Sure.
And that's what I want to stay. So I want to be their support and stability.
Oh, that's what's up. I like that. Because, I mean, you wear responsibility, but not the responsibility of the parent, right?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that's
Yeah.
big of you. I like that. Hollywood?
We got Big Meat, y'all. I'm going to say the love and compassion for, you know, your niece or nephew. Your
All right, wait a minute. Who the hell's Big Meech?
Sammy.
Oh, what up,
I should say Cheech Brick.
Fuck is Big Meat.
Big Meech, we got a new character on the
Yeah.
show? I'm like, wait a minute.
I know that Big Meat.
I thought you guys knew who he was talking about. So.
Struggling.
It's only in Hollywood's head. You know, Big Meech. Looking around like, oh, I don't know who the fuck that is.
I
man.
would, you know, like I said, I would say the love. You know, I mean, like, I love my kids, my niece and nephew. I love them too. I'd do anything for them. The world wouldn't change either way. It comes hand in hand. You know what I'm saying? Like you're one of my own.
Yeah.
You know, I may not be your daddy, but it is what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's mine for that.
That's good. I like it.
Okay, so
Good.
with me, Philly. Biggest factor in relationship with your kids or nieces or nephews, I put mentorship. It's hard to believe that a goofball like me that can mentor anybody. It's a very strange thought. I know. It really surprises a lot of people. But you know what? I've always we all have had somebody in our life where you look up to somebody. Maybe it's an uncle or something like that, and you're just like, man, I learned so much from that guy. You know,
Or an aunt.
we're living the years 20, 30 years ahead of some of these people that I think it's always a good habit to give good information and sound advice to young people because you may not think you're going to retain it, but they will. And they'll remember where they heard it first, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
So I always try to be somewhat of a mentor to helping out some younger people in my fam.
That's
I'm the
good.
poster child of what not to do. Don't do what your aunt does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's always the cool aunt, though, right?
Yeah.
So that's true.
That's what I say all the time. Like, that's what I tell my younger brothers too. Is, you know, you got no excuse because I did everything under the sun. You know,
Don't be like me.
ate pork and beans and dined with kings and queens. You understand?
You understand?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah, on Grand River too, right by the bus side.
So you ruined it for them because you did everything and your mom was on to you.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And my brothers, you know, shout out to Andrew. Andrew's like the saint of us all. You know,
Good kid.
he's learned everything from all of us, so it's a really good thing. I think he's set up the best. But yeah, for kids and nieces and nephews too, I would say love, but tough love as well. You know, sometimes you got to put the foot down, but it's important that they trust you and they know that they're loved, especially in the times like now. It's way different than like when I was growing up,
Yes.
when you guys were growing up. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's important to let them know they have a place to come, a safe haven, you know, have those tough conversations. That's all love too.
Absolutely.
You
There's
know?
always one that goes south.
Yeah.
There's always one that goes south.
Yeah.
I went south, east, northwest, all that. I got a little lost there. I ain't gonna lie to you. But it is what it is. As long as you come back base to home.
So you went down to Bayou down there.
I went down to the bayou right there. I went down to Alabama.
Boy, mine was big.
I'll be honest with you. Nothing against anybody. I just had a hard time dealing with rules.
Yeah.
I didn't like to be told what to do.
Yeah, no, that's a thing
That
when
was
you're
my
younger.
biggest downfall. Like, you know, be home at 10. Well, guess what? I'm coming in at 10:30.
Let me tell you something, pendejo.
You know what I mean? Knowing you're going to get a licking,
Yeah,
I'm coming in when I want to.
right.
Just, I had a hard time following rules.
Lordy frickin' dog!
Real quick, shout out to my buddy Joel. You remember Joel from work?
Oh, yeah.
I talked to him for like a half hour today. He's like, yeah, you guys should definitely, my wife said you should change the name of the podcast to Pierogies and Tamales.
I love that.
It's a classic.
That's so good.
We're going to have to do a segment or something because I love it too. And actually, it crossed my mind back in the day, but you know, it is what it is.
That's hilarious.
Only she could come up with that
I know.
wild ass thought.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Freaking funny, man.
Okay, so number 4. So now we're going to talk about friendship factors. What is the biggest factor when dealing with friends, Jen?
I think for me, it's trust and me being able to be comfortable to be myself. I don't have to pretend. I don't have to be somebody else. I don't have to hide anything. I can trust you that I can be myself around you. Make you sign an NDA, right? We're gonna
right.
take that shit to
Yeah.
our grave. My bestie, she's got some secrets on me that we will take to the grave. Maybe a deathbed confession like OJ, but I doubt it. So it's trust and being able to be comfortable being myself.
Thank you for that.
No, that's great. That's how it should be. You know, you ride or
Speaking of
dies.
OJ, he was cremated today. And there will be no funeral service at all.
Yeah, I mean, that's
Nothing.
pretty funny.
Yeah.
Wow.
They can't dig him up, do anything
Nothing.
on him, so
Nobody cares. That's something.
Burn.
They're not having anything.
Yeah, even that legacy, man. But you got the good part, you know, the athletic background, but then you got the bad part with the trial. So,
Orville James Simpson. Orville James.
number 32. Yes, sir. Good one, Jen. Hollywood, over to
Very
you.
good. We're going to go back to the old gangster style.
ooh,
And that number one thing, when you're down, it's loyalty. No puss. And puss was
Absolutely, yeah.
Puss was a rat.
yeah.
No rats. You take it to the grave. It's that simple. Your
I
loyalty.
agree with that loyalty. That's
Yeah.
that's a
Absolutely.
really good one.
No, it's important.
I'd rather eat shit
Yep.
than they have to go, you did that. Or, you know what I mean? It's stupid. It's
Live and
not-
die by the code, bus.
Yeah, the code. It's a code.
That's right.
I say loyalty. You know, having that loyalty where you can talk to them and not go, well, I'm telling you, but now I'm telling 9 other people.
Right.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, have that trust and it stays with us. You know what I'm saying?
Back to the ride or die.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's
That's a good one.
Very good. GMB.
I put dependability. While I agree wholeheartedly with what you said,
Yeah.
the trust and the loyalty, I think that all kind of falls hand in hand. And dependability with your close knit friends, you know, like people you can depend on. You know,
Sue said 100%. Absolutely, she agrees.
I mean, if there's something in need, whether it's that talk, whether it's, hey, I need a hand moving some stuff, or, you know, I'm in a pinch or something like that, we all need to have a handful, or at least couple, really close friends, like you just said about the one that she knows everything, but we go to our graves with it. And I mean, I think that's great. I mean, I think everybody should have somebody like that. But dependability is like a factor for me. Like if I said, hey, I got a flat tire and I got to get somebody to change my tire for me, Joe Hoff. And that's what I call dependability.
Shout out to Joe.
Shout out to Joe.
Listen to the show more, by the way.
He can do more than run the ball. He can fix your damn tire.
That's right. Great guy, the great sleuth.
Damn you, Joe. Damn you.
Damn you, Hoff. Damn you.
No, that's good. I got to say, just to switch it up a little bit, it's just keeping it real, whether good, bad, or ugly. I need someone.
Yes.
If you're going to be in my circle, we got to be able to be honest with each other.
Right.
You know, if an issue comes up, you got to be able to just keep it a buck with each other, you know, at all times. So I think that's important. And a little bit of availability, too. Like, I have friends, like Just James and I don't talk all the time, but when we do, I know it's real and we connect.
Yeah.
Right? You don't have millions of friends like that. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's important too. When in times of need, like when his dad passed, I took that trip up to Port Huron. I worked all day. I was tired as hell, but I was there for him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So friends like that are few and far between.
Yeah.
We all have a million acquaintances, but as you get older in particular, that circle gets smaller and smaller. So those are two things I really look for in friends nowadays.
And need help burying a body. Are you available?
Yes.
Yeah. Can we bury this body?
We'll take him up the freeway.
Yeah.
We take him to the Bronx.
That's awesome.
Get Chrissy, will you?
All right, so number 5, this will be the last one. So the main factor when dealing with coworkers.
When dealing with a coworker.
Yeah, so I'm big on camaraderie. And I say that because I feel like we're a team. We're a small village, if you will. A mini gang. We're in it together. Good. You know what I mean?
You like crippin'.
Yes. So I think it's camaraderie. Communication always, obviously, that's a thing too. You have to be able to communicate well with each other while you're at work, get your point across without offending anybody and all of that. But camaraderie is, you know, I'm not asking you to do anything I wouldn't do myself, and let's do this together. We're in it together.
Yes. Yeah, I agree with that.
Oh, that's awesome. 100%. Love that.
100%.
Hollywood?
I'm going to go with, you know, respect and working together. That goes hand in hand together.
Yep.
And I work with some great people at work. Now, there's people I don't like. I don't mess with them. You don't say.
You don't say.
I don't mess with them. The ones that know, I'm there with them. You know, I'm willing to do, you know what I'm saying? And you know, we work good together. And you need to have that because you got to remember one thing. I spend more time with them than my own family.
Yeah. They are your family. They
are my family. You know, people, you know, yes, I see these people all over. And, you know, some may come and talk to you. Some are more private. It's okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Each his own. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you may have a building of 400, but you may be close to maybe 100. You may say hi to everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you have your peers that you just, you know what I'm saying?
Close with.
In different groups. So that's what I say. That's mine.
Those are two great things to help build that culture too.
Yeah.
Like, as we all know, we've been places or seen culture destroyed, you know, so it's hard to bring it back, but it takes people, you know, like all of us that want to do that, you know, to get it where it needs to be. So very good. GMB.
I put professionalism only because you could have those people in your workforce, work environment that are, you know, our sense of humor, as we know, is kind of rare. It's goofy. We go way off to the left.
You don't say.
But not everybody can accept that, right?
Yeah.
So I found that out on a couple instances throughout the years where, like, my sense of humor, where their professionalism is at, it's like they're kind of, you know, so you got to really know when and where, right? So I work in an environment with a lot of those kind of people, so just got to be like a chameleon. Got to change it up, you know.
Got to test the waters.
Got to be pro, you know. And I think you get a little bit more respect like that. Now, if we get to know each other over the years, you all been with the same jobs for 20, 30 plus years.
Yeah.
You build, like he said, a family environment. So, like, you don't have to put on no show for a work environment. You're just
you have to.
you.
You want to go to work every single day.
No.
The world. You know what I mean?
And I'm on the road. I don't really interact with my coworkers a lot because we're on our own island, as you know. So most of the people I'm dealing with are owners of companies. And so
Yeah.
if I come there and go, yo, what's up, brah? You know, I'd be like,
But you're seeing them
"Excuse me,
over
my
and
friend."
over. You see them every week over and over, the same people.
Yeah, man, I got the clowns I mess with.
But you're
you
a
know.
veteran too, right? You worked in the city, you worked in the
Man.
burbs. Like, you could develop all these different little things, and you can get away with shit in the city that you can't necessarily get away with in the burbs. You know what I mean?
You down there with Kwame Kilpatrick down there.
I've been to the outhouse,
All right now.
to the penthouse.
All right now.
All right there, Kwame Kilpatrick right there.
I'm saying.
No, I like that. Mine's going to be helpfulness, though, because in an era where everybody's kind of out for themselves, and let's face it, your peers at work are your competition as well, and everyone's
Yes.
trying to climb the ladder and get to where they want to be. But I found that, you know, being helpful and people helping you as well
Yes.
is a key component of that. Now, it's up to you to use your skills and do what you got to do to further your career or whatnot. But, you know, I think I've had a lot of help in this position because I'm a salesman at heart.
Yeah.
Right, you know, so that's what I did for so long, and then doing the other side of it, it was a big transition period for me.
I bet.
Because I'm not a desk guy, you know what I'm saying? Like, I like to be out there interacting, mingling.
Right,
and
that's
all
just
that
who you
stuff.
are.
Yeah, that's just in me. So it took
That hustle.
It was a humble too. Yeah, I'm a hustler, man. I'm out there, but yeah. So, but yeah, helpfulness. It's helped me out a lot too, and I've learned that to be able to sacrifice a little bit of myself for my peers as well. So I
Yes,
think that's important.
awesome.
Good, yeah.
So that does it for the fives of the week. As always, brought to you by 24th Street Pizza and St. Clair Shores Green Hornet. So we're going to take our last pause. You can catch the end of the show on audio on Apple and Spotify. Love y'all. Be good.